The mysterious stranger, one evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, casting a golden glow over the kingdom, a stranger appeared at the gates of the castle. He was not a prince, nor a nobleman, but a humble traveler with a quiet air about him. His name was Eldrin, and he claimed to have come from a distant land, far beyond the mountains of Glendora. His eyes were a deep green, filled with mystery, and his long dark hair flowed like a river of midnight. Unlike the other suitors, Eldrin made no grand entrance. He did not boast of his achievements or try to win the princess's favor with empty words. He simply asked to speak with her. Intrigued, Princess Laura agreed to meet him in the castle's garden, where the flowers bloomed under the twilight sky. As they spoke, Laura learned that Eldrin was no ordinary man. He was a scholar of the old ways, a keeper of forgotten knowledge, and a practitioner of ancient magic. He spoke to her of the stars and the winds, of the songs of the earth and the wisdom of the moon. There was a quiet power about him, and when he looked into her eyes, it was as though he could see into the very depths of her soul. "What brings you here, Eldrin?" Princess Laura asked, her voice filled with both curiosity and caution. "I came," Eldrin said softly, "because I saw the light in your heart. The magic within you is stronger than any I have ever known, and I believe you have been waiting for someone who understands it." Princess Laura felt a strange sensation as his words washed over her. She had never met anyone who spoke so freely of the magic that lived within her. Most people in the kingdom were unaware of her true power, and those who suspected it often treated it as a curiosity, something to be hidden away. Do you know the magic of which I speak?" she asked. Eldrin nodded, his eyes kind. "I do. It is a rare gift, one that can bring great joy or great sorrow. Magic, when it is embraced fully, can connect two hearts, two souls, in a way that nothing else can. But it requires trust, and it requires love." Princess Laura looked down at the flowers around her, her fingers brushing the petals. "I have longed for a love that matches this magic, a love that is as deep and endless as the stars." Eldrin smiled gently. "Then, perhaps, I am the one you seek." The test of the heart. The next morning, King Aldric summoned Eldrin to face the final test, the test of the heart. In this trial, the suitor must enter the heart of the Crystal Cave, a place known to hold the most sacred magic of Glendora. To pass the test, Eldrin would have to show not only his own courage and strength, but also prove that he truly understood the depth of Princess Laura's heart. As Eldrin entered the cave, Princess Laura watched from the castle, her heart beating with anticipation. The cave was a labyrinth of twisting corridors and shimmering crystals, each one more beautiful than the last. Deep inside, Eldrin would have to face the most difficult challenge yet, the reflection of his own soul. For hours, the princess waited, her thoughts filled with both hope and fear. She wondered if Eldrin would be able to find the path to the heart of the cave, if he would be able to pass the test. Finally, Eldrin emerged from the cave, his face weary but serene. He walked up to Princess Laura, who had been waiting at the castle gates. Without saying a word, he took her hand and led her to the garden, where they sat beneath the ancient oak tree. "I have seen it," Eldrin said softly. "I have seen the truth of your heart, and I have seen my own." Princess Laura's eyes glistened with tears. "What does that mean?" she whispered. "It means," Eldrin said, "that we are bound together by a magic far older than anything we can understand. Our hearts have always known each other. The tests were never meant to prove my worth to you, Laura. They were meant to show that I already know the magic within you, and that we can share it." Princess Laura's heart swelled with joy. For the first time, she felt truly seen and understood, not just as a princess, but as a woman with a magical soul. And so, Princess Laura and Eldrin, the magical traveler, became inseparable. They ruled Glendora together, using their combined magic to bring peace and prosperity to the kingdom. The love they shared was deeper than anything the kingdom had ever known, and it filled the land with a light that was both beautiful and eternal.